I'm going to share with you how we evaluate people, because typically if you take all your people working for you, you have a top 30% who are probably very good, probably the bottom 30% which are non-performer, and you have the 40% in between. So when we do job evaluation, etc., it is always nobody wants to be the bad person. So very, very hard to identify. So I've now come up with a very simple system, very easy to implement. So basically what we do is, typically a leader, I would say, you know the top 12 or 15% reporting to you. By the way, you can try it in your own company as I speak and practice it, very easy. You need 12 to 15 because if you have only 6% reporting to you, to rank the top 30%, rank the bottom is too close. So if you only have 6% reporting to you, take the next 6 or 8% that are senior, and then you have a total about 12 to 15% that you can rank. Okay. So what you do is, basically the question we ask is, knowing what you know about this person in terms of performance, in terms of their character, do you know who is your number one? Normally people would know, right? Then you ask the question, do you know who's a 15? And all this must be instinctive. They must answer within a few seconds. They cannot think and evaluate this. Then they become logical, this won't work. So then you look at who is number 2, and who is number 14, number 3, and number 13. So this is like when you go for your fitting your eyes lens, they try from one side to come down and the other side to come down, and in the end you know roughly it is accurate. So that you now have the top 3 and the bottom 3. The next question you ask is, it will cut through all the logical sense. The top 1, 2, and 3, the question is, do you have a career plan for them? Do they know where they are heading in the next 3 to 5 years? And do you have a training program for them to develop, etc.? If you have, you are operating very well, because your top performer, you are looking after them and they know exactly where you are taking them. The question for the bottom half, which will cut through all the by maybe excuse to use the word bullshit, is number 15, right? The question is, knowing what you know about this person, if the person is not working for you today and apply for a job with you, would you hire the person? And the answer must come in a split second. The moment you take 1 or 2 seconds to think about it, the actual answer is no, I'm not going to hire, right? Because you hesitated. So you do that number 14 and number 13. And chances are you will find out those bottom 2 or 3, you won't hire them. So if you don't hire them, why are you keeping them? So we then do official ranking. I have a, template, spreadsheet template I've done. You use that and then you put there, we comparing their values and belief high and low, and performance high and low. So we re-rank there and get it correct. So we want to do due diligence, so we get personnel and a few 4 or 5 other people to rank the same people this way. Then you will find that this ranking will be very similar, right? So what we do is that become our strategic plan for the people. So the bottom 2 or 3, you need a plan to get rid of them in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or a year, because the company cannot afford to keep lousy people, right? And the lousy people are blocking the possible, success of people below them, right? So once we identify that, you then have a job to do to go and track their performance, track the things they don't do, and you can document and give them warning letter. And in Malaysia, you need to give 3 warning letters Otherwise, you cannot terminate a person. And because we've been following this type of system that every time we identify people, we document, over the 34 years of the company's existence, we have not lost an industrial case. We always win, right? So this is how we do that evaluation, right? And one more thing, we talk about politicking inside a company. About 40 over years ago, when I started work, I had a guy who I thought was very brilliant, but in the end I found out he was politicking. Then I was thinking how to solve this political problem. He's politicking all over. So I said, okay, let me try this. So what I did was, the news that he's politicking, somebody, 1 or 2% told me. So then I asked every person who will work around, same rank or higher or lower, and asked him whether he is politicking. So they will make some statement to me. So I said, look, you write it down, everything he says, and you give the copy to me. Now, after I got everyone's comments, black and white, then I asked for a town hall meeting. So in the town hall, everyone is there, including this guy. So I asked this person, I said, can you tell me the last 6 months, did you talk to these people in a way that shows that you're politicking? And of course, there will be denial. And then I read out one by one what everyone says and confront him, right? So a lot of time, the person will have the shock. He's caught as a politician. So a few choices. He can resign there and there, which I accept because it's better to let a politician go. Or he may want to pretend to repent, but I don't accept pretense. So I said, look, we can only allow you to work in the company if you apologize to everyone, admit your wrongdoings, and everyone must accept your apology, right? And you must promise in front of everyone that you will never do this again for the rest of your life working in this company. Because if I catch you one more time, you're gone, right? And I start to do that, and basically what happened is that the person sometimes shut up, but he never changed. So I had that issue also. So fast forward to today, because of the force ranking system I'm using, it's actually much easier to catch now. So I just had recently, 2 years ago, I have a person working for me. I heard the person was politicking. So I made this person do the force ranking per what I was describing earlier. And I found out that there are 3 or 4 at the top she thinks is very good, that I know they are actually non-performers and they are fence-sitters. And the good performers of the company, which I will rank as good, she put at the bottom and said, we should get rid of them, right? So what happened is that we know already this person is not really a genuine leader. It is leading through power, and power to this person is more important than what is for the benefit of the company. So in this particular case, we had a town hall meeting again and openly discussed all the different nuances of why she ranked high, why people rank low. And she got a message that actually she's biased. And then in this particular case, she resigned and the problem wasn't solved.